Alright, y'all, so today is day 15 of hashtag Vita. I know I missed a day, and I am terribly sorry about that, but it's been a crazy weekend. It has been absolutely crazy. So, what I'm going to do about that is I'm going to continue on and just skip that day entirely, but at the very end I'm going to do my best to actually do a really good video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but a really good video at the end. I'll call it September 1st, I don't know. But I'm going to do something to make up for that. What I'm going to do, I will think about that. I will cross that bridge when I come to it. But for now, it's going to be just, I'm going to continue on as if nothing happened other than that day is non-existent. There's no such thing as day 14 of August. So, day 14? Did you say something? August 14th? I didn't know there was such a thing. I thought it just went 13, 15, 16, 17. I don't know. So, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I mean, it's still going to be a topic, but it's going to be a little bit more serious. So, I'll start with the vlog. So, I should probably sit this down. I don't want to repeat of the one time where I had to edit 2 videos together for no reason, just because I paused in the middle of the video. So, today was an absolute crazy day, leading out of a crazy weekend. So, y'all already know that Sunday I had like no sleep. I crashed the rest of that night. So, Saturday I was hanging out with a friend. Y'all saw him in my last video. A good friend of mine, Johnny, goes by Maximiliano. He loves that name. I don't know. But that's what his name almost was. So that aside, he and I hung out, and his car actually broke down for the exact same reason mine broke down. His alternator. The difference was the garage I went to replaced mine. The garage he went to rebuilt his alternator. So when we were hanging out, we were going to go for a drive and go find somewhere to walk, somewhere off base that he said he knew about. He was going to take me there and show me this place. But we didn't even make it off base. We had to stop by his dorm, and right as we were pulling into his dorm, his car started to do exactly what mine did, where it starts to stutter and all the electronics go out. And then had he kept driving it, the next thing that would have happened is the steering assisted steering would have gone out, so it would have gotten really hard to turn the wheel, and then the car would have like started puttering and stuttering, and then would have yeah, that's exactly what happened to mine. It started making really weird sounds that I've never heard a car make before, and then it died. Yeah, my car almost went to car heaven. Purgatory? I don't know, but at least my car's doing okay. So he's gonna get that fixed. But because of that, he had wanted to go to a Hindu temple the next morning, a place that he goes every time that they have this service, which they do it like once a month or something like that. So I told him I'd take him. So we ended up hanging out, and we stayed up all night. So I was up at, I don't know, say 4 p.m. on Saturday, and I didn't go to sleep until 12 p.m., 12 in the afternoon the next day. And then I woke up at I didn't go to sleep until 5:23 a.m. Sunday night, Monday morning, and I had an hour of sleep leading into today's workday. So it was an entirely crazy weekend, lots of not sleeping, which is something I'm very good at. I love sleeping. I sleep quite a bit, actually, usually. But, yeah, so today was a great day. For about the first 6 hours of the day, I wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good. I was actually really energetic, surprisingly, running on an hour of sleep. I went to sleep at 5:23 a.m., had to get up at 6:35 a.m., so about an hour-ish, a little more. And it was a sports day today. So we were doing, I don't know, I guess you could call it Olympics of our squadron. It was pretty cool, actually. So they did kickball, they did sprints, like 3-team sprints. So one team, then the second person in that team, and then the third person in that team. I don't think we won that one. I think that was actually the other. Funny story about that. Our last guy, the last group, that it was like 3 people running at a time, 3, then 3, then 3, and then they were all on a teams of 3s. And our guy on the last lap, someone was talking to her, he was like, as they passed us, they still had almost a whole lap to go, and he's like, just let him gas out, he'll gas out, just let him gas out. And all the way around the turn, all the way through the next straightaway. And right then he's like, he's not gonna gas out, keep going. Because he was like, you know, he's gonna run out of energy. He didn't run out of energy. This freaking guy just kept going and going and going at the same pace. He actually was getting faster, I swear. I've never seen anybody run an entire lap that fast and get faster. I get slower, I don't get faster. I'm in the tail end, I get faster, but the very, very, very end. Otherwise, I'm consistent all the way around. I don't do sprints and then continuously speed up. I don't know how he did that. So, that was pretty cool. And then, I swear to you, I never knew this was actually a real thing. Like, I knew, you know, Frisbee golf was a thing, but Ultimate Frisbee, where it's like 2 teams, and you're trying, you know, throw in the Frisbee to each person, you know, you can only take, like, I think it's 1 or 2 steps past after you have the Frisbee in your hands. I have never seen people get so worked up over the game of Frisbee until I joined the military. I've also never seen people raise their hands so quickly on a PT day when it's like, hey, today's a free day PT. We're just going to do sports day today, so what sport do y'all want to play? I've never seen so many people instantaneously when they're like, how about Frisbee? Meh, 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 meh. We're all playing Frisbee. I've never seen that until I joined the military. So that is actually really cool. I love how Frisbee is what gets everybody, you know, yeah, let's play some Frisbee. I love Frisbee. I can throw Frisbee. I don't know, it's maybe that's just me, but I find it really entertaining. I suck at it. I can't throw a Frisbee to save my life, let alone catch one. Okay, I can, just not when it comes to like playing it on a team as like a team-on-team game. Like just throwing a Frisbee, yeah, that's easy. Catching a Frisbee, yeah, I can do that. But when it comes to like doing it really quickly, and you know, like in the heat of the moment, like die for it. No, I can't do that. So don't expect me to be playing on any Frisbee golf teams anytime soon. Okay, y'all. Just keep that in mind. Squirrel does not do, Calendar doesn't do Frisbee golf teams. So that was actually a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that. And then after that, we ended up doing just a normal training day, a bunch of other stuff. Really nothing you'd be entertained or interested in. So I'll leave it at that, but I didn't get off, we got off at like, I don't know, 4 or 5-ish. So today was really crazy, running off like 0 sleep. So I passed out and then I woke up at 10 p.m. I know half this stuff y'all don't really care about because I'm only doing it because it's a vlog. But 10 p.m. rolls around and I wake up, it's like 10:27. I'd gone to sleep at like 5:16 and I woke up and I heard a car starting. I was like, oh my gosh, is it 6 a.m. already? Because there's this one car I always hear every morning at like 6 a.m. if I haven't gone to sleep yet. And it's like it's one of the louder cars that are out here at this dorm, and I hear it. I'm like, oh jeez, there's that car again. It's like, oh my gosh, is it 6 a.m. already? No, it's just 10:30. You know that meme where the vampire's waking up? How many centuries have passed? That's exactly how I felt this morning or this evening when I woke up. I was like, oh my gosh, is this 6 a.m. already? I slept for like 15 hours. Oh jeez. Big. But yeah, so it was a pretty good day though, leading into live stream. So okay, vlog aside, today's topic, I was talking to some people on live stream and they came to the conclusion that they wanted me to talk about coming out. So for those of you who don't know that I live stream, like a lot of people ask me what the topic of my live stream is, because live stream usually has a topic. I do a social live stream. I don't do a live stream that has any kind of intention. I don't do gaming live streams. Like I don't do anything that has like a, this is what you talk about every time you do your live stream. No, for me it's a social live stream, but I specifically do it within the LGBT community. For those of you who don't know, I'm biromantic asexual. So for me, this is not my personal coming out video. I don't believe in coming out. I don't think I need or should have to come out to anybody. I am what I am. Whether you understand that or know that is completely irrelevant to me, and I honestly believe that on a very, very high level, that people should not have to come out. Now, when people do come out, I full-heartedly support them. So I'm not, how to say, I'm not trying to put anybody down who does a coming out video. That's not what I mean. I just don't believe they should have to come out. You shouldn't have to come out. You are who you are. But in this day and age, my believing you shouldn't have to doesn't mean you don't have to, because if you want to be comfortable and be able to be open as who you are in this society at this current time, you do have to come out. Now for me, I don't really, just because I act like me anyway, and biromantic asexual, for me I don't really, now it's different for every asexual, but for me I don't really, it doesn't change my interaction with people. Like I don't have to say, yeah, I mean, I'm asexual, yeah, I don't have to. It's quite obvious when I'm not really interested when somebody talks about sex. It's like, cool. Yeah man, I just did sex. Cool, don't care. Great for you, congratulations buddy. Do you want a sticker or a cookie maybe? I don't know, whatever your thing is. But so, the video specifically in my mind, I wanted to talk to people who are always asking me, how do you come out? I personally don't necessarily know the best answer to this because I've never had to come out. But to me, I would say the number one thing is, is it safe for you to come out? Like, if you are in a family or in a town or any kind of place where this isn't something you can do, don't do it. Like if you're in a very homophobic town, I don't know, for example, you're in a state or in a city or a town that is really, really against gays or really against this or really against that, don't do it. For your own safety. Safety is much more important than being able to be who you are openly. You will always have that point in your life when you will be able to move away and you will be able to find somewhere where you can be who you are until other places have caught up with the rest of the country and the rest of the world where you can't be who you are. So please don't do it if it's not safe for you. And on top of that, do you need to come out? Some people don't need to come out. Like for me, I didn't need to. The only reason I came out to my family was because my mom used to ask me questions about, she would make comments about how my sister had children, and she was like, so when are you gonna give us grandbabies? And she loves talking about her grandbabies and saying, our grandkids this, grandbabies that. She likes doing that. That's what aunts and mothers and grandmas do. They like to talk about the kids in their family. I don't know, it's a woman thing? No, it's not a woman thing. No. In my family, it's my mother's thing, specifically, so I'll leave it at that. But because of that, she would always ask me, so when are you gonna have kids? And you know, she was just joking, but at the same time, she said it enough that I finally was like, Mom, you know how I've always told you there was that thing that, you know, made me different, where I wasn't quite the same as everybody else, and I had a few things, you know, like why I acted different, why I wasn't interested in the same thing as other kids. She's like, yeah, actually. I was like, Mom, I'm asexual. I was like, you're probably not gonna have grandkids anytime soon. And if you do, it'll be as much of a surprise to me as it would be to you, because I'm not interested in having kids anytime soon, let alone having sex anytime soon. And that's legit. It was as easy as that. I wasn't, my family is very accepting, so I was never really expecting my mom to be like, no, I did not raise an asexual in this household. No, I wasn't expecting that from my mother. In fact, I was expecting her to say, oh, well that makes sense. And then if my dad found out, which I knew he would because my parents don't keep things from each other, they're very close, I would expect my dad to be like, maybe not really say much other than, you know, look, it doesn't bother me, you know, you're still my son. That's just who my parents are, and my sisters, they would never judge me. So if you know that your family is accepting, by all means. But there's also different coming out. Like you can come out to your family if you know that you trust them. You can come out to your friends, and you can be fully open with everybody, and it's completely different. So like for me, my family knows, some closer friends know, but to me it's just because I don't publicize it. I don't care if everybody else knows. I just have no reason to say, hey, you want to know something about me? There you go. And then just say it all the time. I just don't do that. I have no reason to. But if people ask me, you know, like, I don't know, say, you know, like, are you dating or anything? Like, are you, you know, have you ever had a girlfriend or, you know, I mean, a boyfriend? I'd be like, no, I haven't really dated, you know, I'm just kind of, sort of sometimes. But if they asked it, then it would be different. So just make sure that the environment you're in is safe, that you know that people are not going to, like, crucify you over it. On top of that, some people, do you need to? Like, what is your motivation for coming out? Is it to be yourself openly? Is it just to be able to say it because you feel like you've hid it for so long? Because some people honestly don't even care. They're like, it's me, but it's not really a huge deal. Like, I'm gonna be me anyway, which is me. So if you don't need to, don't. If you do need to, do what makes you happy. That is one of the biggest things. And I know this video is getting long, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying to get back into it, and I'm not going to be doing short videos. For those of you who know, I refuse to be part of condensed media. I can't do short videos. I talk too much to do a short video. If I did a short video, okay, imagine this video, now imagine it in 5 minutes. I can't do that, and I won't do that. Now maybe every once in a while I'll do short videos, but it would be very few and far between. I can't make it a regular thing. It's just not who I am. And I hope for the people who actually like listening to someone talk and, you know, getting to know that person, I hope that y'all can understand that. A video that I'm going to be doing here soon, since I did just talk about asexuality, is I am going to be talking about asexuality in a future video, because I have had people approach me asking about asexuality, asking how I knew I was asexual, asking what it means, etc., etc., like what exactly it is. And there's a lot of people out there that really don't understand it, and whether they do or don't, I honestly couldn't care. But for those of you who actually do care about that kind of thing, I am interested in conveying that information and making it understandable in an inexplicable kind of way. That made absolutely no sense. I just added a complicated word for absolutely no reason, and I'm sorry about that. But making it understandable to everybody who's never been that way or doesn't know what that entails. As far as coming out, I really don't have much else to say about it other than, honestly, people, you shouldn't have to come out. Just be you. Like, the only time you need to say something is when you feel like you need to say something. If you don't say it, people can sometimes just kind of guess at it. Like, you don't have to make an open statement. Sometimes you can just be you anyway. Like, for example, just because someone doesn't say, I'm gay, doesn't mean they aren't gay. You're still you. Just be open about it. Like, for example, if you're gay and you see a cute guy, or if you're gay and you're a girl and you see a cute girl, say it if you see him. Don't hide it. If you hide it, that's what makes you feel like you need to be, like, make a statement about it. It's only you put yourself in that closet where you have to hide it from everybody. You don't have to say it to be it. Just like you saying it isn't gonna, like, just because you come out and say I'm gay doesn't mean that you're suddenly going to be able to be open. Being open is separate than just saying it, because you can say I'm gay and then you still hide it when you're out in public. Like, if you see a cute guy, you're like, no, I don't like him, no. So still be you. Just be you. That's all you have to do. It's really easy for those of you who, and again, if y'all ever have any questions, just post them in the comments. And if you ever have any questions for me that you'd actually like one-on-one, just ask for it. Some people, like, I honestly don't mind that kind of thing, and I'm always happy to help with any kind of thing like that. So just let me know. But you shouldn't have to come out. You really shouldn't. And that's probably one of the things that I absolutely hate about our society, is that people feel like they have to do that. And you don't. You don't have to do anything for anybody else. Do it for you. Do everything for you, other than the fact that, I mean, don't be a narcissist, okay? At least, oh, that came out so totally wrong. Do what's best for you, but obviously you still should care about other people, and just don't care about their opinions of you. What other people think of you is literally the most meaningless thing ever. The only time what somebody thinks of you, the only time that matters, is if it's somebody you actually really respect and value. And that's why sometimes that can hurt, when someone like that disagrees with you or doesn't like something about you. But even then, be you and do it for yourself. So this video has gotten way too long, and I'm really sorry about that, but I skipped a day, so maybe a little bit longer video to make up for that. So coming video is going to be about asexuality and my breakdown of, like, what exactly it is and all the subcategories and stuff like that. I still need to do a little bit of research, but that's beside the point. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if y'all have any other questions about coming out, I can do a better planned video later on at some point in the month. Well, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Bye! Wrong button!